This is not a fairy tale. This is a documented human mystery, a story buried inside an empty mansion, and uncovered years later. The mansion once belonged to Arthur Hale, a self-made millionaire, private, reclusive, no heirs, no close friends. When he died, his coastal estate was sealed and forgotten, until strangers moved in. This is not a fairy tale. This is a documented human mystery. A story buried inside an empty mansion and uncovered years later. The mansion once belonged to Arthur Hale, a self-made millionaire, private, reclusive, no heirs, no close friends. When he died, his coastal estate was sealed and forgotten, until strangers moved in. After Arthur Hale's death, the mansion sat untouched for nearly 3 years. No guards, no caretakers, no cameras. That's when Eleanor Brooks, a recently widowed mother, found it. Her husband had died suddenly. Medical bills wiped out their savings. Eviction came fast. With nowhere else to go, Eleanor did something desperate. She broke into the mansion, door slowly creaking open. At first, she planned to stay one night, just shelter from the cold. But one night became weeks. She and her children lived silently, sleeping in servants' quarters, cooking with a portable stove, never turning on the main lights. They became ghosts in a house built for a king. Arthur Hale grew up in poverty. His mother raised 4 children alone. They once lived in abandoned buildings themselves. Psychologists reviewing his journals found something unsettling. Arthur believed wealth had a moral test. He wrote, "If my fortune cannot save someone without me being there, then it is useless." So he created a system. One final experiment. He never told anyone. For 6 months, the system recorded Eleanor's family. No theft, no destruction. They cleaned rooms they never used, fixed broken windows, left handwritten thank you notes to no one. The children studied by flashlight. Eleanor cried quietly at night. Close-up of a woman holding her head, then something happened. Arthur Hale's lawyer received an automated alert. Long-term occupants detected. The footage was reviewed. What he saw changed everything. Rumors spread later. People claimed the mansion was haunted, that voices were heard, that lights turned on by themselves. But investigators confirmed the truth was far stranger. The ghost was compassion. Recorded, observed, measured. Behavioral scientists later studied the case. They called it passive altruistic surveillance, a rare psychological phenomenon. Arthur Hale had designed a test of humanity. Without interaction, without recognition, would people in need destroy or preserve? Eleanor passed the test without knowing it existed. One morning, Eleanor heard a knock. Not police, not security. A legal representative stood outside. Text on screen, "You are not in trouble." Arthur Hale's will had a hidden clause. If the monitoring system detected occupants who caused no harm, the mansion would be transferred to them, along with a trust fund for the children's education. Empty rooms filling with warm light. The widow collapsed in tears. The children thought they were dreaming. The mansion was restored, not into a monument, but into a home. Eleanor later opened part of it as a shelter for displaced families. The monitoring system? Deactivated forever, its purpose fulfilled. Some mysteries aren't about monsters in the deep sea, or shipwrecks lost to time. Sometimes, the greatest mystery is human kindness. Text on screen, what would you do with one final choice? If this story made you pause, consider subscribing for more real-life mysteries hidden in plain sight.